Hello YouTube, and boy do I have a story for you. As you know, cops. Speaking of cops, that's the subject of tonight's story. So I left work tonight, a little after 11, and found a guy in a red pickup truck asking who owned a Ford Focus. Me. I own a Ford Focus. And I'm the only one at work who owns a Ford Focus. So, I am immediately very concerned about what has happened to my car. He tells me that the guy in the green Jeep parked a couple of spaces over has been throwing things at it. Great. So, one of my coworkers walks me over, and my windshield is absolutely covered in mayonnaise and lettuce. Apparently, he has thrown a sandwich at my car. I don't know if it was a subpar sandwich or if he just wasn't, feeling it tonight or what, but there was a sandwich splattered across my windshield. And the guy starts screaming in his vehicle. Not like an in pain sort of scream, but like a, I'm cracked out on meth and going crazy kind of scream. So, naturally, I called the police. Now, I have never called the police in my life, and I didn't really want to start tonight, as I want to go home because I have to go out for breakfast tomorrow. Well, I don't have to. I'm going out to breakfast tomorrow morning, and it's going to be magnificent. And today is my first day back from work since going to DragonCon. No. Spent my night on the phone with the cops. So, the guy realizes that I'm on the phone with the cops. Turns out he is the boyfriend of one of the new hires in the deli department. And he's like, whoa, man, don't be a snitch. Don't call the cops. No, I'll clean the windshield. And I'm just like, it's too late. I'm already on the phone, and the cops are like, right there. They're already here. So one cop pulls in, and he flashes his light, and the guy's like, oh, shit. So he asks what's going on, and he's talking to the guy, and another cop pulls into the complex. And he's like, dude, what's going on? Oh, I didn't mean to throw the sandwich at the windshield, and blah, blah, blah. No. He meant to throw the sandwich at the goddamn windshield. Do you want to know why? Because if he had thrown the sandwich simply out the window, it would not have hit my car. The fact that the lettuce was splattered across my windshield indicates that he intended to hit my car. Not because it was my car, but because he's a cracked out meth head. And considering that I've watched several episodes of Breaking Bad, I am an expert in meth head behavioral impairment. So, the officer comes over to me, and I'm standing in a group with my coworkers who have very kindly stayed through this whole ordeal. And he's like, so what's going on? And I tell him I left the store. The guy is screaming in his car. We don't know what's going on. We think he's drunk. Or high on something. He is impaired in some way. He's not in his right mind. And, the whole sandwich thing isn't a big deal. He didn't do any damage, except for making my car filthy. I mean, seriously, that shit's covered in mayonnaise and lettuce now. That's gonna be great. And I just washed it yesterday. Come on. The sandwich thing isn't a big deal. Clearly he intended to hit my car with the sandwich. But I want to make sure that my coworkers don't come out of the store and encounter them and get into any sort of altercation or, God forbid he has something much more damaging than a sandwich in his possession. I just want to make sure everything's okay. So, the officer let me go. I'm not really sure what's happened to the parking lot meth head. If he was on meth, it could be crack. I don't know. Potheads are usually more mellow, or so I've been told. I don't know. Just what a waste of a sandwich. Come on. I mean, maybe it was a subpar sandwich. Maybe it didn't suit his munchie craving. I don't fucking know. But, needless to say, the sandwich is splattered across my car. I have to get up even earlier tomorrow to clean it. It's gonna suck. But for those of you who wanted to know, it's too long to put on Twitter. So here is my my car got assaulted by a sandwich story. This is a great way to kick off my non-Veda videos. Next week, I'll tell you about the time I almost died by a shovel. Yeah, shovels. Anyway, good night, YouTube.